So I wrote this book and I was able to publish it. And I was like, okay, good. I now kind of like know, and I have this framework that I can share. I go to companies teaching and kind of like walking through the SPEAR method and doing workshops. So that gives me a lot of fulfillment. And then the corporate piece still wasn't figured out. But sometimes when you put some stuff into the universe and you pray about it, prayers get answered. I get a call. Kuda, can you come to New York City? Someone wants to talk to you about something. I was like, all right, let me take a leap of faith, let me go. So I go to this meeting, and they go like, a guy was flying to San Francisco, and he reads about a group of nuns that were being evicted in San Francisco. He goes out, and he meets with the nuns. They were 3 months behind their rent. And he cuts a check immediately so that they could be whole. He calls a couple of his buddies. They come up with $1 million. They call the landlord for the nuns, and they're like, hey, we want to buy the building. We want to be the new landlords for the nuns so that they don't have to worry about rent. While they were doing that, they learned that the nuns were baking cookies and selling the cookies at farmers markets and using the proceeds to feed 400 people a day at their soup kitchen. So the guy was like to the nuns, why don't you start a brand, do it all big? They're like, no, we're content with the farmers market and what we're doing. But the guy took inspiration and was like, okay, let's create a cookie company that gives back. And in my mind, I'm like, okay, who is this guy who wants to create this? Tony freaking Robbins.